It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey there, good morning to you on Tuesday. It's good to be with you. Glad you're here, wherever that is. And let's do some news to start out.
All right. After help from city leaders and volunteers who were neighbors helping neighbors, the city of Springfield is getting some cleanup. Storm debris is being loaded up and moved off after neighbors helped neighbors stack it along the curb. And it is going to the recycling center. As you know, they waived the fees there. The city organized picking up lots of storm debris after storms in both April and June. Terribly so in some places. Lots of limbs came down. So the city broke up the area into 4 quadrants, like zone 1, 2, 3, 4. Zone 1 has started. Work is underway. Then they'll move on to 2, 3, 4 until everything is picked up. There's a lot of it.
It's been a long ordeal, hasn't it? I mean, those were big. Those are some of the biggest storms as far as damage across Springfield that we've had since I can remember. I can't remember any more damage than that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you still have storm debris in your yard, get it to the curb, pile it up, and the city will come and get it for you.
Okay. We told you yesterday that former congressman from Missouri, Billy Long, is no longer head of the IRS. Billy's now on his way to be ambassador to Iceland for President Trump. Yesterday, though, slip of the tongue, and we accidentally said Ireland instead of Iceland. 1 letter difference, but a lot of difference. So we heard from the former congressman who heard us make the mistake. He assured us he is going to be ambassador to Iceland, not Ireland.
Yeah.
So we apologized for misspeaking and wished the former congressman a happy birthday because yesterday was his birthday.
You know, it's interesting too, because Iceland, the whole Iceland-Greenland thing, and Billy Long is very disarming. He's easy to talk to. And I'm just wondering what kind of deal he's going to strike, because he's like a good, I don't know, talker face to face. So makes me wonder if there is a long-term plan for this new position.
Well, he may talk so fast and do the auctioneer stuff that he confuses them. And before you know it, it's a signed done deal. Who knows? We'll watch.
So, yeah. All right. Well, happy day late birthday. Yes, to Billy Long. Okay. Come Monday, a lot of schools are back in class on Monday, the 18th. That is everywhere from Aurora to West Plains. And then Springfield is back on Tuesday, as well as many other schools and lots of universities too. So counting down the days. In Republic, the newest school building, last night they had a big open house, I guess you would call it, for the community to come in and see the school, the new one. And then on Thursday, it is Meet the Teacher, Meet the Team night, and orientation for the families who will attend there, their kids. It will be for 5th and 6th graders, 5th and 6th graders. So that's going to be fun. That building was paid for by a bond issue that was passed in April of 23 by voters.
Okay, we're getting serious now, just days away from the start of school. A Springfield boat manufacturer says it's expanding because of tariffs. Interesting. Starting this month, Springfield Marine is building a 23,000 square foot facility in Nixa that will house accessories and supplies for boats. The company is also planning to hire up to 30% more employees to work at the facility. The local facility will focus on the U.S. market, while its location in China will focus on the international market. So that's good news locally. The Grant Avenue Parkway is a bit behind schedule right now. Supposed to be finished in the summer. Now it appears it'll be wrapped up in the fall, which is not far off. Crews are finishing up utility work along Grant right now, moving all of the lines underground. Then finishing touches will be put on. The 3-mile stretch will connect downtown Springfield to Wonders of Wildlife on West Sunshine. So I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product. I've driven some of it, and was a little underwhelmed, to be honest with you. But we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the finished product too. I feel like that 3-mile stretch is Yeah, downtown Springfield to Wonders of Wildlife. But then the Chadwick Flyer Trail, I was reading an article in the Springfield Business Journal a couple days ago, and they are starting work on the pedestrian bridge that will go over Highway 65 in
Right.
Ozark.
Right.
It's going to be right by like Tracker Marine, like right by the plant.
Yeah.
And I already am on a portion of the other Chadwick Flyer Trail. So I feel like there's a lot going on in ways of the trail system, which I like. I mean, I know not everybody's a trail person, but I love it and I think it's cool. I think it's desirable for the area, like people moving potentially to the area because of the connectivity.
Well, that's a perk. That's a perk for people moving here for sure because I mean, we go to Bentonville from time to time. They have a great trail system. And it's nice to have that in a community, especially if you're moving to a community. That's a perk.
Right. So very cool. Exciting things happening. All right. Congratulations to the Springfield Branson National Airport. It just received the 2025 General Aviation Project of the Year for architectural work.
Hmm.
So this is an architecture award. It is beautiful. And they did a nearly $7 million renovation. Looking good.
All right, not looking so good. The Chiefs roster. Several Chiefs players are battling injuries right now as we get closer to the official start of the season in the preseason now. You know how difficult it is to get hurt. Remember back to when you were in high school, or even if you're fortunate enough, college sports to be to get an injury then and to nurse it back to health. Well, imagine doing that from the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like
these
they
are
made it to the peak. They
yeah.
made it to the Chiefs, and now there's a lot of them injured. I mean, a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
well, let me tell you who.
okay.
Starting cornerback Jalen Watson out with a concussion. Backup safety Dion Bush gone with a ruptured Achilles tendon. That's a long one to nurse back. Defensive end Janarius Robinson broke his foot during the preseason opener, as many of you saw. Defensive end, a wide receiver Marquise Brown still battling foot and ankle injury. And backup offensive lineman Ethan Driscoll had to miss practice because of an appendectomy, which you also have to get feeling good before you get hit in the stomach area. The Chiefs had their second preseason game Friday night in Seattle. Then the regular season opens. They'll play the Chargers on September 5th in Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah,
Um,
they're used to football over there, but a different type.
so I don't really know any of those players, to be completely honest with you, but I know a lot of our listeners probably do. I just know the sheer number of people injured in the NFL on the Chiefs team alone. That
Well,
is rough.
they're big teams for a reason because you get injured. But it's not. None of the names are Mahomes or any of the other stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's good.
Okay.
Missouri State basketball announced its full schedule. The very first year for them in Conference USA, so that'll be something. They open at home against Missouri Southern November 11th. This is Conzo Martin's second year back as coach. Of course, he used to be coach years ago, left for several years. Now he's back. Last year was a rough year, but in the way that college basketball now exists with the NIL happening, kids getting paid and moving all over the place, chasing the biggest paycheck, which, yeah, can you blame them? It's a completely new team
Yeah.
since
I mean, if
last
you're gonna
year's.
do it that way, then yeah, you chase it. That's what you do, but I don't like it.
Last year's, I don't like it either. Not last year's team was 9-23, so a terrible year, to
Yeah.
be honest. But it's a whole new team this year, completely.
A whole new team.
That's beautiful,
Thank
beautiful
you.
singing voice. So we'll see how it shakes out. But it's tough to follow, especially college basketball these days. College football a little bit less, but college basketball is tough to follow because literally you'll have a team that makes it to the Sweet 16, and you'll be like the next year you'll be like, all right, well, let's build on that and then add some more talent. And then a few days after the season, they all announce they're leaving.
Right.
And you have a completely new ball club. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't imagine being a coach and dealing with that year in and year out. But until they fix it, and I think it can be fixed, I think contracts are the next thing to happen in college basketball and
Right.
college sports, but we'll see. I don't know.
Sports management. That's like a major at my alma mater, at least. And somebody needs to figure out a plan so that we can become a fan again of the team, not the individual. Okay. This is our last story, and I kind of love it. If you want to show some love to our military members, there's a group of veterans who are coming back from the latest edition of the Ozarks Honor Flight. This is where they go from here to Washington, D.C., and they spend the entire day going to the different memorials and monuments in our nation's capital, and then they fly home. So if you want to go and show some love, they will be coming home on Wednesday night, tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m.
Yep.
So if you're going to go out there, the organizers say, please come at 7 o'clock. So that way you get in place and they can take the veterans through the line of people who are cheering them on.
Yeah.
There will be 81 veterans on this flight. And then they also have 81 guardians who are with them. So that number times 2. And then they just come through. And if you've not been, it's really cool. It's a super moving ceremony to be a part of. And it's pretty great.
Yeah, it's neat. I got to go on an honor flight, cover it for KY3 years ago. And that was when they were still doing only World War II veterans, taking them to our nation's
these
capital.
are primarily Vietnam veterans and then some from the Korean War.
Right.
Primarily Vietnam. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's what's the word? Like it's a thankless job. That one especially, the Vietnam War. And come home and be showered, by people, because most of them are from the Ozarks, like specific local to our area. Some of them, a little bit outside of the Ozarks area, I suppose, from Arkansas, but from parts of Arkansas, but most of them right here in our backyard.
Yeah, they certainly didn't get many thank yous when they returned from Vietnam. In fact, they got many of them the opposite.
Quite the opposite. Yes.
Yeah. So it's when I was there and I took the trip with the World War II veterans, super cool in DC because they had a huge welcoming party there. And then when we got back to Springfield, the same thing happened. And you may or may not be shocked at how moved the veterans are by it, but they are overcome with emotion during the entire day. So it's a neat thing to be part of.
Just thinking about it right this second.
Yeah, it's a neat thing to be part of. So there you go. Tomorrow night. Or tomorrow night.
Be there at 7 p.m. and they land at 7:30. Okay, now finally we have a contest going on. We are giving away tickets to the Tim McGraw concert. So if you like Tim McGraw, Around the Ozarks is the website that you need to go to enter to win. That concert's coming up on Sunday, August 31st at Thunder Ridge Nature Arena. So check it out. Enter to win. It's easy to do, and we hope that you will.
He's got a lot of really good songs. I remember him from the 90s mainly.
Yeah. It's
but
good.
I'm surprised because I don't like him necessarily, but he's too pretty, I think. But I like more songs than I want to give him credit for.
Yeah. Well, that's on you, sir.
That's a me problem.
That's a you problem. Yeah.
That's a me problem. I get it.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you back here tomorrow morning.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.